back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Caitlin. I'm the creator behind Cash Stuffed, and this is my monthly savings check-in video. So I started a series on this channel a while back called my debt check-in, and it's something I do on the first Wednesday of every month, and it's where I'm super transparent with my numbers. I show where I'm at with all the different debts that I have, because it's a cool way for me to kind of see like the progress I've made, but also just kind of show you guys that like we all have it. Like no one's perfect, and we all have numbers of different amounts, whether they're small, big, you name it. And I just thought it'd be really cool to kind of create that community with you guys so we can all kind of work on it together. And it gave me the idea to do that in a savings version, because I do have like my high yield savings, and then I've also started my savings challenges, which are in this binder here. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of do that same thing at the end of every month on the last Wednesday, which is today. So we are going to dive in, and what I'm happy about this one is because of how like August and September went, where August was really slow, September had the ear infection and like all this stuff where I had to pull from savings that I didn't, because I didn't have the money for those unplanned expenses, which have, taught me to kind of create areas for those. So we're going to hopefully, be better in the future. I'm kind of excited to share where the numbers are at, because obviously some of them have quite changed, some of them have improved, but it's just being kind of transparent and honest with you guys. So we're going to get into it. And also, I have a quick question for everyone on here that's watching. If you are a cash stuffing creator on YouTube, I have a question for y'all specifically, really quick. I, for whatever reason, am having issues getting my AdSense approved. I've done everything they've said. I don't really understand why it keeps saying, oh, just a few tweaks, but I've done everything that I can say. I've looked up every possible thing on the internet. I can't figure out what's wrong, and I can't get approved because I've hit all the metrics, and I would really like to. So, if you went through that, please leave a comment on here as to what happened or what you guys did, to fix it, just because I'm kind of baffled at this point. The only connections I have from previous jobs are actually at, that's my dog Diesel, are actually at Meta with Facebook, because I did paid social for some big companies a long time ago. But I don't have any connections at Google, so I can't really get anywhere, and the only options they really have are their support forum, which hasn't got me anywhere. So just putting that out there, if anyone's willing to help or has some insight, I would really love it. Also, I'm wearing one of my new little dresses. How cute is this? It has the little things on the side. I just had to show it to you guys. I also got my little matching headband. This is from the Lily sale, and I was like, I gotta wear it for the video because I showed the sweater the other day. But this is the lemon print. Isn't it so cute? It is me in a nutshell, and my binder today really goes with it. So really fun. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go through our savings vaults, in our high yield savings account. And then we're going to go into our binder here of our savings challenges, so that way we can see kind of the progress we're at and kind of go from there. And I do have only for 2 of them. Usually what I do on my savings check-in too is I will also share the interest earned in my high yield savings for certain accounts. Obviously, or not obviously, but only 2 of them actually has any kind of interest earned, because the other ones were kind of depleted. They have money in the actual envelopes. One, I realized I need to deposit, but that's just kind of where that's at. So I just wanted to share, usually what I do in these videos is I do share the interest earned in all of them, but obviously a couple of them we had to start over. So my first one is our future house, and currently we have $905.25, and we earned $2.76 of interest in August. So I'm curious to see kind of what that looks like next month, because hopefully we'll be putting, a little bit more money in. My goal with my future house was originally to have $1,000 in there either by the end of August or September. I think originally my goal was August, and then August turned into something that I wasn't expecting. And then September, all my projects were delayed. It's actually kind of funny. This is coming out Wednesday, and I'm actually filming this Wednesday. Tomorrow and Thursday are when I'm finally able to complete the projects that were delayed. And then everything, all my checks basically will get sent the first-ish week of October. So it's when we get to these savings challenges, some of my September ones I couldn't complete just because of timing, and that's just what it is. However, we will be able to complete them, and we'll just be a little bit behind. But you know what? We're completing, and that's all that matters. So with what I've completed so far from my savings challenge, I have the monthly yearly savings challenge. I'm doing the 2.5K. I've already accrued like $105. The goal is like, it's like 210 or 205, something like that. I think there's 105 still left. So yeah, I think it's 210 is going to be the total, which technically means we are at the over $1,000 point for our house savings, because I've shared that I want my monthly yearly savings challenge to go towards my future house, which is why I haven't necessarily stuffed the future house category in my high priority binder. I want to try to take a crack at doing it this way, because I felt like I was going to be saving more money going this route over the long run. And so far so good. So that is where that is at. We're at $905.25 in my account. And then once I actually complete the September savings challenge, I'm going to move all that over there, which hopefully will be in the next couple of weeks. So, and that's the case, we should have like kind of a little over $1,100 in there, which would be really exciting. So we're doing good. Okay. Vet visits fund. We have $548.80, and we earned $1.41 in August in interest. This one has been, it's been holding strong, because we had, in July, I had $501 in there. And then September, we have $548, which is not bad, because we had, in August was when we had multiple vet appointments that I think totaled up to be like $300 to $400, something like that. Annie was getting her pre-blood work done for her dental appointment next month, or extraction. And then Diesel had, I did like an annual, and she had her annual shots. Diesel, I did some senior blood work panel to see how he's looking. He looks great, which, phew. And so I'm really happy that we've kind of stayed there. And because I just deposited $150 yesterday. That was in my binder from our last cash stuffing, because I put another 75. So we had 150 in there. I went ahead and deposited, pretty sure I just did all of it, just because I just wanted it in there. I usually do like 100 increments, but I was like, let's just put it in there, just so I could see where I was at. And so I need, by like, this is where it gets stressful, by like the 15th of October, I need more in there. So I'm hoping that when all of my other checks come in, they all come in right before that appointment. So I'm hoping that's just how it was meant to be. My goal is to put in like $100 from each one, and that should hopefully get us good, or maybe 110 something. It's gonna cost a pretty penny, but then that Annie's appointment will be completely funded. And this is the first time in my life where I've been able to save up and afford for a big pet expense like that. And that is such a cool feeling. I've never been able to do that before in my life. And besides, once I have this appointment, obviously it's going to completely deplete the savings, but we'll start over from there. And my goal is to always have at least $3,000 in that vault. I would ideally like to have $5,000, only because that lucky number is what Diesel's knee surgery cost a couple years ago, was $5,000. And that was a lot that we didn't have. And we're still working on that loan. Check my debt check-in video status. We're working on it. But it's one of those things where, like, if I would have had that in there, another crazy thing to say, could have paid for that in cash. So I'd like to have a lot in there. It's a combination of my everyday vet visit / kind of like a vet visit emergency fund. You know what I mean? I don't do two separate for that. I combine it. And so we're doing good. I'm very proud of having almost $600 in there. So I'm very excited. Our regular savings in July, we had kind of started working on this. We had $21. September, we have 10, and even 10. And honestly, to have only half of that be gone with everything that happened and starting to build that back up, I'm not mad about it. I'm really not. This is what I created because I have all these other like vaults for certain things that aren't necessarily going to be long-term forever. Like, I'm not always going to be saving for a future house. I might keep something like that to add like extra payments to like the principal in the long term or something like that, or have extra months of expenses, whatever. But I wanted to have just a regular savings, and that's going to hopefully long term turn into something that could be money to go towards investments or retirement or stuff like that. So we're starting somewhere, and I'm happy about it. Our future horse savings, we did have 180, dipped down to $28. We have $20.73. This is one that I forgot that I'd also pulled from an additional like Christmas and emergency fund for like that medical stuff. So that one hit pretty hard. I actually realized that's what's in my high yield savings. I actually realized there's Colonel. Go bye, buddy. Oh-dee-do-dee-do. I realized I didn't actually check what was in my pink binder there. So I'll check what that is. Hi, Bubba. and put it on the screen. I'll put it over here. I'll keep Colonel here so you can see it to see what the total was. I went in all my other binders, but I guess I forgot that one. Here, let's come right here. Let's just sit here, Bubba. Yeah, hi, buddy. He's the best cat in the whole world. Okay, our Christmas fund. We had 225 in August. There you go, Bubba. And we're at 105 now. So honestly, last time I did a cash stuffing, I put like $40 in there because I try to put like $20 in every time that I put something into that envelope. And then if I have extra, you're killing me, bud. I put extra in there. Okay, you're gonna lay right there. I know I moved his bed because I was trying to clear off my counter, but now he's being so cute. I wish I could turn this, but then I'll lose it. He's laying down and he's giving me love nibbles. To be at only basically $120 less after all of that, I'm not mad about it. Obviously, I'm a little kind of like stressed because we're getting closer to Christmas, and obviously I really wanted to have that more funded, but I'm still really happy that we have something in there compared to last year. So I'm trying to remind myself of that and say it's more than you had last year. And I know we'll get back up to where we were because I think I'm going to have a couple moments coming up where I can put a little extra into it and not only get it back where it was, but hopefully get it greater. So we're doing good there. And then our emergency fund, this I'm happy with how we've gotten back up. So we were at $250 in July and we're at $80. So, I still think that's good. We're almost to $100 in there. And I feel like we're really building that back up. Curdle. Okay, those love nibbles hurt. I'm keeping my hands over here. He's being a little too into it. That I feel like is built back up pretty nicely and I'm happy about it. And then I have a savings 7 on here, which I have not started yet. And that is the honeymoon fund. My goal is to start that once. I think what I want to do is kind of wait till I pay off one more debt and then maybe start putting a little money into that, because then I don't want to say it frees up more money because I want to put some of that money towards paying off the rest of them, but it just makes me feel a little bit better that I've done something and then kind of like okay, you did this, now reward with this kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I have that on my spreadsheet so that way when I want to do it, I can. So that is what's in my high yield savings savings accounts. Happy with where we're at. Happy that we're building progress back up. So now let's go into our savings challenges. This one's been really fun. I'm really excited about this, especially since I've been realizing how much I really can save with this. So that's even better. So the first one is my dollar savings challenge. And this, we only have three rows left. And this saves $45, which means we have $30 in here, which is pretty incredible. So I'm very happy with that. Our $5 savings challenge, I currently have $50 in here. And what's crazy, this actually saves a lot of money. So like, let's count this by 2. So 50, 100, 150, 200, 220, or 225. That's a lot of money. Like, and I started thinking the other day, I'm like, if I was able to do, and I know I can't do it every time, but if I have like $25 that I want to put in something like this, like this row adds up so quick. Like, or this like challenge adds up quick, just like the $10 savings challenge. I have $30 in here. This is also crazy. It's like 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, $450. That is crazy when I can complete these. Now, obviously the dollar savings challenges I've been able to complete faster just because it's one of those more quick instant gratifications and it's easier to save dollar bills than 5s and 10s and stuff like that. But as soon as I finished filling that in last week, I was like, oh my gosh, it like didn't click with me for whatever reason that like 2 rows is $50. Like that's insane. So just thinking like what I can like do with these, I think I mentioned like I might like save some of this for like house inspection stuff or something else, or maybe I'll use it for a debt payment. But like that's just really exciting. So the next one is some of these I'm gonna have to count. My next one is my 52 weeks savings challenge. This one's from the Intentional Dollar. The first one's from Purely Budgets, my dollar savings challenge. So my 52 weeks has 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $45. And the goal with this one is to save $1,378. This was one I'm so excited about. I'm very eager to see how this really starts to kind of like continue to add up over time. You know what I mean? Like I'm very excited about this. Our hidden gems. This is our $200 hidden gems. This is from Angie's Finance. Currently has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. So we are $95 away from completing this. And once this is done, I plan on using this as a payment towards our Sam's credit card. So we technically only have 3 bubbles left. This next one I have it marked to do $40. So I'm really hoping I can do that in the next couple weeks, probably when I get paid. Chandler's next paycheck is probably going to be going towards like our rent and stuff like that. So I'll need my stuff to kind of do some of these extra things, which is totally okay. But that's really exciting. Our spin and save currently has, I got $1 stuck. There we go. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, $44. And this one doesn't have like a set amount that you are saving, just because I think it just depends on like what you pull and stuff like that, or what you 2 times, or, you know, whatever. My roll the dice has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, $3. And you save 120 with this. So we're doing pretty good. We're on our way there. Our September savings challenge. This is one that I really wanted to complete, but I don't know timing wise if I'm going to do it, because I was putting my money towards some of these other ones. But that's what happens when I commit to too many savings challenges, because I was too excited, but it's fine. I have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And I believe this one was like over $100 too. So if we have a little bit extra money, or if I want to do like a couple dollars, because like what's great about this one, I'll show you guys, like the amounts necessarily aren't that big. The greatest amount is $10. So like I could easily do like a $2, a $5, a $6, a $3. You know what I mean? Like I was kind of going in order, but I really should just think of it as like I can kind of go wherever I want and pick some of these. So I might try to do this in the next one, like maybe grab all the 1s, 2s, and 3s or something. Something that like seems like it doesn't seem like a lot, but I actually it'll add up pretty quick too. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I've already shared this, but my September savings challenge, I have $105 and I did 2 of the bubbles. So all I have left is a $60 bubble and a $45 bubble. So I'm hoping again to finish that once I get paid on some of my upcoming things. But I was really proud of myself for already doing 2 of those. Like that's $105. That's a lot of money. So being able to do that it's been really cool, because I got kind of nervous. Originally I was going to do like the 1K because it was smaller amounts, and I felt more confident being able to complete that. But I really wanted to challenge myself and do the larger amounts, because at the end of the day, everything house related right now and probably for the future is really expensive. And so I was like, I need all the money I can get. And the only way I felt like I could really try to make this happen is if I challenged myself with a higher amount. I know I couldn't do the 5K or 10K challenge. I don't make enough right now to do that. But I felt like I could try to do the 2.5K. And so far we're getting there. I'm really happy. Aside from being delayed on some projects, I'm still really happy and thankful for what I've done so far. So that is essentially everything for my savings check-in. I hope you guys loved it. I would love to know how your savings are looking. If there's a certain item you're saving for, if there's a certain high yield savings vault that you have that you're really proud of, the amount you've gotten into. And I don't care if that's $1, $5, $2,000. I don't care what that amount is. If you're proud of it, I want to hear about it, because I'm proud of my $10 in my regular savings just as much as I am my basically $900 in my house fund. I'm equally as proud of both, because this is the first time in my life I've ever been able to save money like this. You know what I mean? Like as an adult, not still, you know, a teenager living at my parents' house where I don't have all these bills and expenses. Like, no, we're paying bills. We're adulting. Sucks, man. We're adulting. And I've been able to save money. So I'm really proud of it, and I would love to share how proud I am of you too. So leave a comment with anything that you're really excited that you saved for so far, or something you want to save for and it's on your list to go to next. So I hope you guys love this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and definitely check out my other savings check-in videos, my debt check-in videos, and then of course I also have my cash planning and cash stuffings on here too. So hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everybody.